Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Shop Soundstage. My name's Karen Edwards. We are live at the International Roofing Expo in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm thrilled to welcome Aaron Scholl from Brava.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here in chilly San Antonio, by the way.
It is really cold here. I know. We've been telling people that. They're like, I know. I feel so sorry. You're at the International Roofing Expo, but we're inside anyway.
Yeah. There's a psyche to that, too. When you come to southern Texas, you think, oh, it's going to be nice and warm. And even if it's, 30 degrees, which back home for a lot of us is decent, it feels like it's a knife cutting through you. That wind's cold,
yeah,
for sure.
I know. So tell everybody out there watching what you do for Brava.
So I'm the sales director for Brava Roof Tile. So I control we call the outside team. We have our family keeps growing. When I started with Brava 5 years ago, there was 5 of us that covered, all 50 states plus a little bit of international business. Now we've grown our team to 12, and we're onboarding 2 more coming up. So yeah, we're in hyper growth mode for sure.
Well, the product is so cool, right? And just fun to look at. Tell us about it. It's mimics different materials, but is really more sustainable, more durable.
Right.
You tell me.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I mean, our number one goal is to have an aesthetically pleasing product that emulates the natural materials, typically natural cedar shake, quarried slate, and Spanish barrel tile. To that, we take a very simple production process of a press and mineral pigmentation, which is unique to Brava. So they're very old world techniques, and to that we add a sustainable post-industrial recycled plastic to that, which is the kind of the modern twist on it. And we're making it kind of a very laborious way back in Iowa, which is where our main plant is. And you're right, it's nice to walk into a room of architects and designers and know that you have a very aesthetically pleasing product and an item that's really durable. We've been around for over 20 years. We've got a product that we warranty for 50 years. So yeah, we expect it to do what we say it's going to do, and it's lived up to the bill. And we've really been able to check the boxes for a lot of different communities, different areas, different regions in the United States. And now we're starting to get a little bit of international business.
Nice. In
the Caribbean, Canada as well, been a great partner for us too. And then we've expanded even as far as domestically into Hawaii, which has been an exploding market for us.
I bet, yeah. I like that, it emulates the different materials because certain styles are popular in certain parts of the country, right? So no matter where you are, you've got something that's probably gonna be in style and look good and fit the environment.
Yeah, and to that point, people think, oh, I live in the Northwest or I live in Seattle. We don't have a lot of Spanish barrel tile, but architecture usually drives the look of the exterior.
Right.
And you'd be surprised at some of the nice homes, nice projects we've done in some pretty remote northern locations. Of course, Texas, Southern California, Arizona, Florida, great markets for us for Spanish tile. But, we did a beautiful job a couple of years ago up in Whidbey Island, just outside of Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Mission Style Home has the beauty of our projects. They all tend to have like a good story.
Yeah.
Of course, we've done some historical pieces that have some good notoriety, but that's one of my favorite parts about Brava is the relationships that we make and the homeowners that we get a chance to talk to, because they all have a really unique story.
Yeah.
We're not doing typical up and over track type homes. There's a lot of business in that too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
But I love the connectivity that we have, and really for us, for me personally, the why in Brava is legacy, and it's fun to be able to go back and look at these projects. And then our contractors love to do our projects. They find ease of installation to be great, but really it's the aesthetics and how pleasing it is, and how satisfied our homeowners are. Honestly, it's crazy. Our homeowners become our biggest cheerleaders and champions, and they're telling their neighbors and they're boring their friends at the club, at the coffee shops. So it's really interesting when I meet people for the first time. They say, "Oh, I have a Brava roof," and I always like, "Okay, how'd you find us?" Because the story is always so grassroots. Small little company from Iowa. We have been growing. We've added some great people on our marketing team. Brian Baker and his team has done an amazing job of getting us in front of a lot of eyeballs. But at the end of the day, it's usually the neighbor that sells the roof because they trust the people in their neighborhood or in their communities to make the right choices for that area.
That's a really good point, yeah. Well, your marketing team did really well with your branding for the show. I mean, come on. The hat, with the Brava logo on the front, that's nice.
They took it next level. Yeah, there's even a bolo tie. I don't even know if you can see mine. I guess it's hanging down here.
I didn't know that.
Bolo ties, yep. And what you can't see, and I really don't want to show it now, is that we have a big Texas-style belt buckle that's all customized with.
Oh yeah, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, look at my belt buckle. No, it's. Yeah, it was great. But once again, our team, it's like we challenge each other all the time, and really anything outside of the box is more interesting than stuff that's inside the box. So
yeah.
we tend to go with those things, even though I can be a little bit more pragmatic and think, oh, maybe that's a little too crazy. And Adam and the team's like, oh yeah, let's do it. That sounds great. I'm like, okay, that's why we have a team.
Now, we were chit-chatting before we started this live stream, and you guys had an event last night, a hospitality event, and some of our team was over there.
Yeah.
But share with me, or share with those out there watching, what you told me earlier about that.
Yeah, no, it was really crazy. So I mentioned, so we had an event last night at the, it was a rooftop event at the Moon Palace, I believe it was called. Yeah. And Amanda Gay, she set that up for us.
Oh, yes, I love her.
She's great. And literally threw it together in 10 days. And we talk about planning a wedding at the last minute. So we were doing a prep for IRE. We had all of our team. By the way, we were at 24 team members down this year. It's the biggest team we brought to IRE.
Wow.
Yet, my first year at Brava 5 years ago, I think there was 4 or 5 of us. And we've really grown. The family keeps growing. The tent gets bigger. But somebody threw into our team chat, hey, we should really have a cocktail party for our contractors and our guests. And I'm thinking, oh wait, there's no time. Everything's booked up. Everybody's got their events going on. And if there's one thing Amanda loves, is a challenge. And so she whipped this thing up. And then, of course, as we mentioned, it's cold here, right?
Right.
Rooftop party, cold. No. I was a little nervous. Turns out, it was actually more indoor, and it had a balcony. And it was gorgeous. Supposed to be San Antonio's best rooftop.
Nice.
We put out the invites, of course, only a week ago, and I got to the room a little late because I was finishing up things here at the booth, and I was blown away. It's kind of like getting a chance to meet your legends, old contractors, new contractors, distributors. It was a great melting pot of the type of people, the craftsman level people that we typically work with. And like I mentioned, I'll admit I got a little emotional at the end because our first trade show, we come down on a shoestring budget in a Winnebago, and here we are on a rooftop hosting some of the who's who of the industry that I really respect and look up to. So it was great. It was a huge kudos to Amanda. I let her do many victory laps last night.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you're coming out to the show, you still have time to get over to the Brava booth, which I don't know if you know your booth number.
301.
It's on the back.
No, 3021. Yeah, 3021.
3021.
I can walk to it.
Yeah. So stop by and say hi to Aaron and learn more about Brava, because it really is a cool product.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We have plenty of team at the booth to be able to discuss features and benefits of our product, learn about it, come back and tell us your stories. It's, either way, we love to talk to new people, but I really love to catch up with the old friends too.
Yeah, and you've got it there, so you can see it, touch it, feel it.
All of it. That's right.
It's nice stuff. All right, well, thank you so much, Aaron.
Awesome. Yeah,
it was great to talk to you. And guys, don't go anywhere, because we have these videos coming to you all day long. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.